Hey guys, this is BensGameTime here with,
CrafterMcgee.
and this video is going to be the last video for Zombies Month, sadly, but you know, October has to end at some point. And this is going to be a commentary about Black Ops 3 and the zombies that we are going to get in it. Now, I know Treyarch hasn't officially declared it going to be Black Ops 3, and we don't even know if zombies is going to be in this game, but the chances are,
Pretty sure somebody will be in it.
yeah, it's like a 99.9% chance that they are going to make a Black Ops 3. And even if they don't make Black Ops 3, there's definitely going to be zombies in there. Because, I mean, let's face it, Black Ops and Black Ops 2 was like...
Blake Ops.
It's been a long day.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, these games have been really popular, and Zombies has a great following, so... Black Ops...
Plus,
Yeah.
Infinity Ward and now Sledgehammer have their survival shit.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Treyarch's gonna keep zombies, because that's their thing.
Yeah,
Unless
and...
Sledgehammer takes it from them, which I highly doubt it.
No, they won't. They won't. Like, the thing is, it has a cult following, you know? Everybody loves zombies. You know, I bought Black Ops 2 mostly because of zombies, and I was so happy with the result. So, we're going to discuss what we want in Black Ops 3 zombies, and possibly where they can take the story, because I think, honestly, that in Black Ops 2, the zombies was good. They really did a great job with the game aspects of it. They helped increase the story. But then at the same time, what I think the problem was is that they got too carried away with the story, or they lost track somewhere down the line. And now the story's like, you got Broken Arrow, or whatever that is, you got the Flesh, and all that stuff, and it kind of took away from the story a little bit, in my opinion. What do you think about the Black Ops 2?
I liked it. I wish they had the main characters, Nikolai, Rick Dawson, Takio, and Tang.
Yeah.
Where the new characters, the old characters met up at a certain point. Because if you play Nuketown 2025, you hear Rick Dawson's voice and the rest of them up on the moon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you actually brought up two things I'm going to bring up later, so good on ya for that. But more on that later. So first, let's just discuss things we want, like gameplay aspects to change or to be added or taken away. And so
I would love it if they added in some maps from World at War and Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 Zombies. They'll see if that actually happens and it's actually Black Ops 3.
Yeah, that would be a nice little thing that if they did that, because they put the World at War maps in this game, but I feel like they might not be able to do that unless for only the Xbox One. Because let's face it, starting with the thing is though, they were able to do that with the World at War maps because they were like kind of like smaller maps. They weren't as complicated. Whereas when it came to these maps, starting with Black Ops 1 and then heading into Black Ops 2, the maps got more complicated. They added the Easter eggs. They added a lot of stuff into this game and into zombies. And I feel like, yeah. And so I feel like they might not be able to do that. I'll get the first door. But I do think it would be a great idea to get some of those early maps in, or maybe do something where.
And players selecting. Sorry for interrupting you.
What do you mean by? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool too.
You could select nobody. Let's be honest. Nobody likes playing as Takio.
Yeah, well,
right.
I disagree only in the aspect that and this is not, I don't think it even exists anymore, but I remember back in the early days of Black Ops Zombies, they, with the mystery box, and you know how they had those two achievements, the crossbow and the ballistic knife ones?
Yeah, I never got those achievements, sadly. I need to get those.
Yeah, I got those, and the thing is, I liked playing as Takio only because if you got the mystery box third, and I don't know if this is a real thing or not, but it just seemed to me like this always happened whenever I would play. But if you got the box third as Takio, you were going to get the ballistic knives. Whereas with all the other characters, if you got it third, you would actually get the crossbow. Now I'm not sure if that is like a thing anymore, because actually I was playing Kino earlier, and whenever somebody would hit the box for third, it wasn't those weapons. But then again, when I did get those achievements, the box was in the first room on the upper right. When that like system like
only certain spots.
yeah, so maybe max ammo. I should have told you before grabbing it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I saw it. I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, but anyway, the point being, you know, so I'm not sure if they patched it or maybe it was not even a real statistic and it's just some coincidence. But then again, it happening game after game after game. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. So, you know, Takio, in that regard, I did like playing as him. But I agree, like, a character selection would be a great idea because I personally liked playing as Marlton or Samuel during Black Ops 2 because I thought they were the funniest, you know, they had the best quotes in my opinion, so I would love to play as them, like.
I love playing as in Black Ops 2. I love playing as Zoe, I think her name is, right? The girl.
No, it was Misty.
Misty. I like playing as Misty.
Yeah.
One, she was a badass. Two, she was, not gonna lie, kind of weird to say about a video game girl. She's kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
And people said it about Lara
like,
Croft, so I don't know if it's anything new.
I think that I have a feeling she was Tank's daughter. She just seems like Tank's daughter. Like you look at Tank, Tank's a badass.
Yeah, that
Somewhere
is
along the line, Tank had a kid.
Yeah, that is a theory. But yeah, character selection would be good, but
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, you're down. Okay, one thing that I would like to see, honestly. Oh, it's insta-kill. Why am I spraying? Okay, just cover me.
I got you.
I don't know if they fixed this for Black Ops 2 or not, actually. But I remember Black Ops 1, you know, when somebody would leave, they wouldn't rebalance the game for you. So, like, if we had 4 people and one guy lagged out or, like, had to leave, the zombies wouldn't be rebalanced to suit the number of players that were still left in the session. And I don't know if I don't think they did, but they might have fixed it for Black Ops 2. I don't think they did. I never noticed it. So, maybe a balancing system where if somebody leaves, like, the zombies are toned down a little bit, you know? Because that's the thing about zombies, like, the difficulty came from the number of zombies, and not from, like, the strength of the zombies. It seems like, you know, even though it's constant throughout, like, round 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, the same amount of knives to kill. And so it doesn't seem like they get stronger with the number of players.
See, I just crossbow.
Yeah. Speak of behind your back. But anyway, so a balancing system to make it so that way if I am playing with 2 people and they leave, or something like that, you know, that would be nice. Or a system where if I'm by myself, if I'm playing an online match and everybody leaves, you got Thunder Gun. And I'm the one person left that maybe, you know, I can still play, you know, instead of the match being ending. And also I remember the host migration was really terrible on this game. Like, if the host left, chances were everyone was going to lag out and the game was going to be over. So...
Yeah. Alright, I'm moving around.
Okay, I'll follow you. So, about something like around those lines would be great. So that's one gameplay thing I would like. And I would also like the return of PhD Flopper as a perk, like not just the perma perks from Black Ops 2, but an actual perk. I miss that. It's such a good perk. I never really used it all the time in Black Ops 1, but the return of that as a perk would make everything a little bit better, because I feel like a lot of people missed it.
It was actually helpful.
Yeah, it was, because it made the starting pistol actually useful instead of just a starting pistol.
See, the perk I want to come back is the scavenger perk on Buried. I actually like that perk. It's actually pretty helpful, I'm not gonna lie.
It
It
is.
shows you where like some of the stuff is, like where the box moves and like the pack a punch, and then like you
Yeah.
get like some ammo off zombies and some extra money. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of helpful. Everyone's like, oh, it's not a good perk. Nah, it was pretty useful. I found it useful anyway.
I'm gonna buy Jug.
Speaking of perks, yeah, we gotta get Jug.
But anyway, yeah, like I did like a lot of the Black Ops. Like people complained about Who's Who, and I honestly didn't use it that much.
I used it like for the achievement. That was it.
Yeah.
One other time.
Exactly.
It was somewhat useful when I used it, just
Yeah.
because like you got a chance to revive yourself and keep your stuff, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you got Tombstone.
Tombstone I like. I love that glitch on the
So yeah, there were a lot of like good. Yeah, there were a lot of good like one-off perks in Black Ops 2, and I wish that they would transition back to other maps. Okay, so those were definitely good. But okay, go to the box, got it. But like I wish that maybe we would have like a lot of those like perks back, and definitely include some new ones, because there's always room for new things, you know, like I don't know, a quick draw perk. I mean, I guess maybe did Deadshot do that? I know it was like a headshot lock on, but did it do quick draw? Do you remember?
It wasn't a headshot lock on. It just improved your accuracy for headshots. It gave you a better chance of getting headshots.
Yeah, like okay, I thought it was that like it would aim for the head, and then like you had to just kind of like keep it steady after that. So yeah, there was. I also like the bank. I think they should keep the bank. You know.
The bank idea helps out a lot and make it useful in every map.
Yeah.
Like they did.
Yeah, but like with permanent perks, I think they should just get rid of the idea. I mean, it was helpful. It was like it helped, but I don't think it's like it really added to the game that much. I would have rather just had it be like Black Ops 1 where there were no perma perks, and instead you just would buy the perk. And so that's one thing I would. And one last thing I think the gameplay would need for zombies. I mean, zombies is really good gameplay wise, but I think one more thing would be for when it comes to the Easter eggs being less of the foreground and more in the background like they were in Black Ops 1. Because like I think we can agree that with Black Ops 1 the Easter eggs were part of the were like something like a little extra to do. They added to the story a lot, and which just was a small part, and then it added to it. But then when Black Ops 2 came out, the story was so important by that time, that was the main focus. It wasn't the zombie survival aspect. It was more based on the whole, okay, we gotta continue the story, which honestly they definitely messed up in a few different ways, as I said before. And I hope during Black Ops 3 Zombies they can like come back and make it really good again. Not to say it wasn't good, but to say that it just wasn't as good. Like I liked what they did with the Easter eggs in Black Ops 1 because they were there and you can do them, but it's not like, oh hey, do it. Like I felt like with Black Ops 2, right when Transit started, you get Maxis would tell you to complete the device and then give you instructions on each map and then whatnot. Whereas
sorry for interrupting you so quickly. The box is by that third land. You're in the way back by stamina up.
Okay. But like when it came to this, it's like, oh hey, we have an Easter egg for you and you have to do it if you want. You could still survive if you just choose to. You want to just survive to a high round, go right ahead. And you still had that option when it came to Black Ops 2. It just felt like there was more of a focus on the Easter egg rather than just surviving the zombie apocalypse or whatever. The shotgun.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Here, cover me. I'm gonna buy something.
Then the zombie just went bam. Nice.
What did I get?
Yeah.
Look at that. Vespa. So.
Let's call the lander.
Okay. So yeah, I wish maybe they would make it so that way the Easter egg is still just like a little bit of an extra cool
Get out of
thing,
the circle, get out of the circle.
rather than just do it. And so I wish they do put the story back as something that was a nice little hidden thing, rather than a main staple. Okay. So anything you would want to add or remove to the gameplay aspects?
I'd remove the zombie hugging that they do sometimes. Like they did on World at War where the zombies would sometimes hug you. That shit pissed me off. Like that really angered me at times. Like you go to kill a zombie and they can sometimes latch on you. I don't think it does it in this or Black Ops 2 as much, but in World at War they did it and it was really frustrating. That's like most of the time that's how I would die.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and also on solo play, with getting flying by yourself, so like when quick revive, after you use it 3 times it goes away, you should move that at least to 5 times, and it goes away.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I mean,
I would survive so much longer.
Yeah, I mean,
3 times.
Yeah, because that makes sense, because solo, you have no one to revive you, and so you only get 3 lives. Oh,
cover jug.
Good jug. So yeah, that does make sense. Good point. Okay, so now let's talk about the story aspects. I know we brought it up earlier, but let's actually focus. What should they do to the story in Black Ops 3? What should like they do to make it so that way Black Ops 2 at least made sense or whatever? Because
I don't know.
Because Black Ops 2 was a little confusing. You know, they had the whole like gang and all that after Moon. So like those guys, they were on Earth after nuclear blast, and so that happened. And then they had Origins, which, you know, just confused things more. If that's how they really met, instead of after or during the events of World War II with Shino Numa, but instead they met. I'm ready. But okay. But instead they met during the events of. I got Mule Kick. Yeah. So
Where's Mule Kick? Oh, that's up here by the box.
Yeah. But yeah. So they made this at least the beginning part a lot more confusing, you know, and then like. So it seemed like with the story they kind of like they had ideas, it just wasn't executed like they had hoped, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
That would be a good way to explain it. So I hope they do something to just like make it so that way it ties everything together. Like, okay, Origins, it makes it so that way Origins can be true, and what we have known from World at War and Black Ops 1 to be true, and it also makes it so that way Black Ops 2 made sense, because a lot of things didn't make sense. Broken Arrow didn't make sense, and
did you see the Origins Easter egg or no?
I saw it, but I haven't completed it, but I do know what it is about and all that.
I hope that what they do is they start off from World War I after Origins and how they got together. Or they start off where in the story how Richtofen captured them all. They should show him captured them all during World War I and start doing the experiments on them.
Right. Well, you brought up 2 things earlier that I wanted to touch on in this part. What were they? I forget. Like something about the story and then...
More perks. Alright, I'm gonna make my way to the last one.
Okay.
We should be able to have more than 4 perks on this at a time.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. I mean, it reduces some of the challenge, but I don't know, maybe upgrade it to 5 or 6. Because there are so many good perks to have. Okay, but you said something about the story or something. I can't remember what it was.
I actually don't remember what I said about the story, to be honest.
Okay. Huh. Okay, well, here's my idea about what they could do. Okay, it's like with Origins, spoilers if you, I'm just gonna say this, spoilers if you haven't completed it or seen the ending to it, but you know, it's been about a year or 2.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
If you haven't finished Origins yet, the Easter egg on Origins yet, get off the phone. Anyway.
Well, I haven't completed it, but I'm still here.
You know the ending.
Yeah.
We tried to complete it, but...
Yeah, if you don't know what happens, you know, you just look it up on YouTube. But I'm just buying it so that way we can get off here. This is a bad spot. But here's what they can do. Origins, it ended with Samantha and Richtofen, and oddly enough, Samantha was older than, like, when you're on Moon, she seems like she's like a little girl, 7, 8, 9, something around there, whereas the Origins ending, she seemed a little bit more like 12-ish to me. I'm not the best with age, but she seemed older than the Moon Samantha. And you could say, oh yeah, time passed, but she was in cryogenic slumber for the entire time, and then she went into Richtofen's body because of soul transfer. Spoilers for Moon, but that was more than 2 years ago. Something you should definitely know about now. Am I gonna run? Thank you. We gotta get out of these, like, close corridors.
Yeah, I hate going down today. That's like one way to just ruin your streak on zombies. Go,
Yeah.
go.
Oh, make sure you fire sale, and I've, what do you call it? Me okay? I'm buying something.
Go get
anyway,
it. Go get it. I'll cover you.
I'm up here, so. FNFAL, don't like that gun. Let's try again.
Let me try.
Okay.
You try. Go.
Oh, darn it. Okay, so anyway, ballistic knife. So anyway, going back to the point. The point is, you know, these are two different things, you know, two different versions of Samantha, and plus, Origins says they all met up, you know, and whatnot. Okay. They all met up during World War I, and they did the Origins Easter egg, and Samantha was trapped in the Aether or whatever. Whereas, originally, they met up in Shinonuma, and what happened was they were there to investigate the 115 incidents and whatnot. So, two different stories of how it all began. So, what is the true... Oh, behind you.
Well, you remember now there's two... I got you, on. Oh shit, balls.
We can do more than one game, huh? This doesn't have to be one.
You got the scythe, what the hell?
Yeah.
Or the sickle? Go.
Yeah.
I got it, dude. Like, honestly, this is hard to grab you right now.
Yeah. How is this? I don't remember there being this many zombies for 2 players on Ascension. I don't.
This way.
I got...
Oh, balls, I'm dead.
I'll knife up the freeze.
I'm gonna run back around to get you.
Okay. So, back to what I was... wait, what were you saying about something about something?
Well, remember now, there's 2 of them. There's Samantha, and then that boy, I don't know who that was.
That's supposed to be Edward Richtofen.
That's Richtofen?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, you can go back to there's the 2 of them. I gotta go pack a bunch.
Okay.
There's 2 of them.
I'll follow you.
Richtofen, and then you got can you cover quick revive while I cover Jug?
I have no perks. And also I only have the FAMAS. So I don't know, I'll cover Jug. Anyway. So
well,
yeah,
there's 2 sides of the story, so one side of it, Samantha's side, the other side, the other boy's side, that's Richtofen. So Interesting. And like at the end he says that the eyes should be blue, you know? And when Richtofen is in control, he does have the eyes be blue. So, I'm down. This is just one great zoo escape gone wrong. Okay, so yeah, there's 2 of them that have been in control. 3 if you want to count Mob of the Dead. You know, because you have the red eyes, so different. So here's what I think. Okay, zombies does not take. Here's what I think would help fix it and what they can do. Parallel universes. Okay, so basically, what I'm suggesting here is that there. Oh no. that monkey has the jug.
Hold on, I'm running away so I can live. I'll come back for you. Ah, I'm out of ammo.
I know, I'm out of ammo too, that's why I died.
Oh, hey.
God damn it. I'm
sorry.
gonna go pack a punch something, so.
Okay, so basically, everything. Okay, so Origins is the newest way to see the beginning of zombies. So that's Universe B. Universe A is Shinonuma, Darius.
Whoa. Varrock. Or no, not Varrock, Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Varrock.
yeah. All the World at War
Shinonuma.
maps and all the Black Ops 1 maps.
Like Origins is Sam's beginning, and then the World at War maps Rick Toppin's side of the story.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say side of story, but it would be Richtofen's story and Samantha's story. So.
Give me a second. I'll get you. Give me 1 second.
So there are multiple universes, and Universe C is Mob of the Dead, because that is a completely different thing. It's like Purgatory or whatever, but we don't like it. They left a lot of things like open and whatnot for that map.
Go.
I somehow squeezed through. Anyway, so there's 3 universes so far, and also the interesting thing is Death Machine, grab that.
Trying to. What? What? My screen's even red.
Okay.
That was poor shenanigans.
Yeah. Okay, we can continue. So anyway, if you want to choose a different map, go right ahead. So anyway, back to what was going on. So, and also in like, oh yeah, you mentioned Nuketown. That's what it was. You mentioned Nuketown.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Nuketown,
Curtis
Marlton's.
wants an invite.
Yeah, send him in.
I'll tell him we're recording.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
so Nuketown.
So Nuketown, you have Marlton inside the base, well, the Nuketown shelter or whatever, where the CDC or the CIA, depending whatever, are there taking care of it, and in the background you can hear Moon happening. So that's evidence that Moon and events of Black Ops 2, they are definitely part of the same storyline, because, well, it's in the same universe, because so far all we know from Universe B is Origins. So basically, Marlton does eventually somehow get to. They didn't really properly explain this. Actually, if you think about it, there could be like 2 different versions of Universe A, Universe A1 and Universe A2, where all the events of Black Ops 2 happen in Universe A2. And so, basically, what I'm trying to say is that there's multiple universes, and so that's how they can do the story. And what? Oh, and the other thing you said was the characters meeting up. That's one thing I also want to happen for the story, and this is an idea I've had. So you also share this. So, but I'm gonna say it differently. So for Black Ops 3, we're in Universe whatever B. Let's just say that from now on we're gonna be in Universe B. Universe A ended with Buried. So, Universe B. What's gonna happen is we're gonna have 2 groups of characters. I don't know who they are going to be. Hopefully we have the original characters in there. If not, whatever. So we have 2 different groups of characters. So we have the initial map, right? The map that gets packaged with the game. So it would be their transit. I don't know what they would call it. So you have the first map with characters 1. And if they want to, they can have 2 initial maps like they did with this. So it would be like... So that we'd have 2 maps, one for character set 1, one for character set 2. Then the DLCs come out. So we have DLC 1 with the character set 1, and 2 of them die. Okay? We don't know which ones, and I don't know how they will determine that, whether through them just deciding it or doing a fan poll of who they like most. So they keep the fans like favorites. And then DLC 2 comes out, and then we have the second set where 2 die, again through some process. DLC 3, they meet up, and then DLC 4, they end this part of the story, whether it's the end of Universe B or the end of Part 1 of Universe B. So I would like that to happen with Black Ops 3's story. It's in a different universe, so it explains everything that's happened so far, and it brings the continuity back a little bit, as much as it can, and then we have two different parties, and then eventually they come together and survive until the next game if this is not the end of zombies, which I doubt it would be, because let's face it, zombies has such a cult following that I don't think it will ever end.
What map do you want to play?
It doesn't matter. So, you want to add to anything about that?
Nah, that was just really confusing. I got what you were saying, but I was really confused for a few minutes and I realized what you were saying.
Yeah, I get it sounds confusing, but if they do like what we are saying right now and implement it as story and as canon, I think it would make more sense when you actually put it on paper, edit it a couple times, and then actually do it. I think it would make a lot more sense in that regards. This is just the rough idea. So, Treyarch, if you somehow, by the magic of the internet, stumble across this, or if you're even already thinking of it, make this happen. Okay.
And if you use this idea, we get some of the money from it.
Well, we don't know that. They could have been planning this since Black Ops 2. You know, they
I highly doubt they thought of that.
I don't know. Okay, so that's all for this discussion, and see ya in November.